You know Hilda. That's Kaiser. He's about a year old. I rescued him about 2 months ago. Epically dumb move on my part. It was days before I took off for that last deployment, and kind of left him with my father. So they're doing good. Diesel's over there. He wants back inside because it's hot out already. So anyway, I did a whole bunch of videoing yesterday and nothing saved. So I'm going to dig back into here today and do some work. So while I was gone, I had ordered the top bow system. So I installed it last night. My father helped me a little bit, put a couple of the footman loops on. Got those kind of primed, ready to go. I have the seat to install back here, and I have on the tailgate I have to put the spare tire mount and a jerry can holder, so I'm gonna have to measure out on here. So those are those projects. And then yesterday I put the fuel tank in, and it's not quite the right size. It's not resting properly either, but that's touching the top of the tank, and I don't like that. So I'm going to end up putting a spacer right there in that foot. And then this one too. I'm probably going to bring this up a little bit here. It looks ridiculous, so on this one, what I'm probably going to end up doing is cutting the tube, getting a longer tube, and then re-welding it to make it match. And then right here, maybe not putting a spacer, but actually lengthening the block. So here's the spare tire mount. I'm going to measure that out. The whole stack of parts is getting smaller, and all of the transmission and engine will go up in there. So still some work to do. And the fenders. Let's see, fenders. I started doing some welding there, and I've got the brackets that I'm going to install. So let's get to it. Alright, no modification required on the seat so far. There's a little thunder going on. Okay, this is the tab that I pulled off of the old body panels. This is going to go right here. I do need to weld this on, and it's a little tab that the back side of the seat will rest right there. They don't remanufacture these, so it's lucky that I have it. I need that. It gives me room from all of these attachments, like descending unit. The base touches on the outboard side of it. It doesn't even actually touch this anymore. So right now what I'm thinking about is figuring out where I need to put these items for my seat. Up to the north over there, we got a storm rolling in. You can hear some thunder. For $20 on a certain supplier's website, you can buy the anti-squeak pads that go underneath the tie-down straps. Or you can go to your local box store and spend $3 on a piece of cove base and just cut it into a strip about as wide as the tie-down strap, and it'll work just the same. Bubblify in it, that's fine. No one's going to see this but me. Got my measurements from the internet, so I'm going to start masking out where this is on here so I can mark it and get this planned out. This is an MD1 aftermarket fuel tank for the M38, and this tab has to be bent down because this is supposed to lock in, and we're good, I don't know, almost half an inch difference in the floor, so I'm gonna have to take a hammer to that. So it's in. It probably goes the other direction, like that. The struggle, it's hard to see here, is that the hole is right at the edge. So I probably wouldn't get a good nut and bolt on there. If I do it this way, plenty into good meat on that floorboard. Found my carpenter bees. They've been trying to dig holes into my soffit of my house, and I left some 4x4s just laying out here in the yard, and they seem to be attracted to this. Okay, I've drilled my hole and it's bolted down. One thing I still have to do is weld my little bracket on, but I gotta go get the welder out. And even when I do put the bracket on, it's still gonna shake a little. I don't know if that's gonna be okay or not, but I guess if 70 years ago that's how they designed it, I guess it'll be fine. Let me go get the welder and I'm gonna start working on some brackets that belong right there. Okay, the seats are in. That's the end of this one for now. I'm gonna come back and do a little bit more work out here later. The seat cushions are all in order. They'll be here eventually, but the big deal was to get them mounted, bolted, and get these things welded in right here. So now, so that's in the down position. This will be up. Tailgate will be bolted shut, and there's a J hook that goes right in here that will hold to the tailgate. So that's what I'm gonna do later. But in order to pull this up, there we go. So it's working. Tailgate here. This guy. All right. So what's up next is a spare tire holder goes here, and a jerry can holder goes here. I do need to cut my holes for my rear lights. I'm going to get a piece of wood and use the hole saw, cut through it, and then line it up as a jig so I don't go wobbling. That's just the outline of where I want it to go, and I can start looking at, let's see, what else do I got to do? A hood. Got some stuff on the hood. I have the windshield here too. I have a new one of these. That's going to come off. Glass is coming off. I don't know if I can repair this, or do I need to purchase a new piece of glass. Let's see. Holes. Those got to get filled. I need to go research and find out what this is for right here. These two holes. I don't know. This is for the hook. And this is for a blackout light that I don't have yet, but it is coming eventually. Holes here that need to be filled. I don't know what went here, probably nothing. There's a footman loop that goes there. Another hole that goes there. It needs to be filled. Needs to be filled. And then all of this is for the bracket. I don't know about all of this, so I'm going to have to go look in my book and make sure that I've got everything correct. So that's it for now. I'm glad to be home, but it's terrible that when you're underway at sea, all you think about is coming home. Then when you're home, all you can think about is going back to sea.